what's up? My name's Samuel Leeds, and in this video, I'm going to be talking about how to become financially free in 2020, even if you're starting with none or very little money. So one of the strategies that people have been scared of over the last few months is a strategy that previously helped hundreds of people become financially free. And that strategy is rent to rent combined with serviced accommodation. Rent to rent is very simply when you find a property off of a landlord and you give them a guaranteed rent. You do it under the correct management agreement, not an AST, under a management agreement. You give them a fixed guaranteed rent and then you list the property on Airbnb. You list it on booking.com and then you rent it out per night. When you rent it out per night, what happens is you get a super rent. So you're giving the landlord a fixed monthly guaranteed rent, you're renting it on a super rent. This is called rent to rent. And the difference between the rent and the super rent is yours. And so many of my students over the last 2-3 years have become financially independent from this strategy. Now, some of the cons of this strategy, of course, are that you have to find the property. There's things to do. This is not get rich quick. This is become financially free in 2020. Now, here's the problem. The problem is that serviced accommodation, i.e. when you list a property on booking.com on Airbnb, during lockdown became impossible because hotels weren't allowed to trade. Hotels weren't allowed to rent their own rooms out. So, some people are surviving, but during lockdown it's been really, really hard because booking.com haven't been taking bookings. Serviced accommodation has basically been very, very difficult during lockdown. As a result of that, people have handed their keys back to the landlord. People have fleed from the idea of rent to serviced accommodation. People have been scarred in their brains from the idea of having a property where they're paying a monthly guaranteed rent, but they can't rent it out themselves. However, when people are scared, you should be greedy, observe the masses and do the opposite. What's happening now? Lockdown's lifting. What's happening is very, 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 very soon, hotels are going to start opening again. And booking.com are going to start taking bookings, and Airbnb is going to start taking bookings. And all these landlords that have been handed their keys back and are like, oh no, I liked my guaranteed rent. Hello, what's the thing to do? I would suggest rent to serviced accommodation is the thing to do. So, over the next 4 to 6 weeks, what would I suggest you do? You learn, you strategize, you find your area, you start speaking to landlords. In about 4-6 weeks, take the contract on. Lockdown's lifted, hotels opened, boom. The average serviced accommodation rent-to-rent property in Britain will make you a profit of between £500 and £1,000 per month. How many of those do you need to replace your job? 4? 5? You can do that in the next 6 months. That's my suggestion. If you've got questions about this strategy, comment them below. I'm also going to be running a webinar very soon about this exact strategy. So in the description box, there'll be a little bit more information on this free webinar that I'm going to be running. Check it out. Book on the webinar. I look forward to seeing you become financially free and interviewing you on my YouTube channel where we can share the success in about 6 months' time. Thank you for watching. Smash the like button. Drop a comment, subscribe, turn the notification bell on. That's all I ask of you right now. Peace out. See you next time.